What is up, everybody? Welcome into another Dallas Cowboys episode here on Wide Eye Sports. We got State of the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to be talking about a few different things about the Cowboys today. As always, Brenner hosting. We got Spoon, our resident Cowboys fan, here today to talk Cowboys. Unfortunately, Cowboys are eliminated from playoffs. We've talked a little bit about it in the past. I want to talk about the biggest looming question over the Cowboys right now, and that, in my opinion, is George Pickens and his future with the Cowboys. Spoon, do you think there's a world in which you guys keep George Pickens?
I personally don't. I mean, he's going to be asking for a ton of money. He's a Pro Bowl wide receiver coming off one of the best seasons. Is the best season of his career.
Yeah.
So he's going to definitely test the market, try to get as much money as he can. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking up right now just because I don't remember his stats off the top of my head, just so I can be accurate here. Yeah, he's had some really, really good games. You know, he had 130 yards the other night.
Third. He's third right now in the league.
Yeah,
in receiving.
Yeah, third in the league, 1,300, 9 touchdowns. I mean, dude's going to be asking for at least $34 to $38 million a year, I would imagine.
Yeah,
I don't imagine he takes a big pay cut with his ego, and
no,
you know, I just don't anticipate him willing to cut a deal, especially, you know, having a couple 140-yard games, almost 170-yard game. He's had a multiple touchdown game earlier in the season against Green Bay.
I mean, he literally just came off 130-yard one and a touchdown game against the Chargers.
So for sure. I really think, let's look at, I'm going to pull up Spotrac here. I prefer them to over the cap. I don't know how you feel about either one, if you prefer either one.
Care.
But player rankings, wide receiver. So as of guess who's making the most money against the cap of any wide receiver this year? Take a guess.
Is it not Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
No. It was Calvin Ridley.
Really?
Yeah. Wild. Next year, Tyreek Hill is set to make $51 million against the cap. That won't happen. He'll be cut. But the other top receivers are Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Godwin, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and DK Metcalf, all at $31 to $38 million. And so I assume he'll want to be paid at least as much as CD was paid, having outproduced CD on the same team. So I don't see a world in which he signs a contract for less than CD signed, and that was 4 years, $136 million. Do you see his ego allowing him to do that? Because I don't.
No, not at all.
I do not. What would you say the Cowboys' biggest defensive need is? Would you say edge rusher or cornerback?
I mean, I think it's secondary help for sure. Definitely
secondary
corner. Yeah. I mean, we have our pass rush hasn't been great. It could definitely get better, but I mean, our secondary is just terrible, dude.
Yeah, but if you can get to the quarterback fast, it doesn't matter how bad your corners are if they can play man for 3 seconds.
You're not wrong with that, but I mean,
and you guys already have maybe the best interior line in the entire NFL right now when they're healthy. So you get you go out, and I don't even know who the free agents are. I'll try to find that real quick.
I don't even know if we can afford to sign one. Let's just be honest.
Well, let's assume they make some room. If you're looking, so Trey Hendrickson is due to be a free agent in 2026. Khalil Mack, you know, I'm looking up the edge defender position. Yeah, Hassan Reddick, Joey Bosa, Leonard Floyd, Yatir Gross-Matos from the Niners, Dante Fowler Jr. from the Cowboys is walking away, so you probably try to re-sign him. Kyle Van Noy of the Ravens, Kwity Paye from the Colts. I mean, there's going to be a couple of guys out there that, you know, you guys could go get, and then maybe draft somebody in the draft that is a premier edge rusher, you know, top 3 guy, and boom, you have that's the best D-line in the whole NFL.
Well, that's what I'm looking at right now, Doug, because don't we have two first-round draft picks, correct?
Yeah, you have 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah, and with the way that we've been seeing the draft go, we've been seeing these top defenders fall. Everybody goes with these offensive guys pretty early. Like they go wide receiver, tight end, running back, quarterback. Well, obviously quarterback.
Yeah.
you'll see like maybe a couple defensive linemen. You don't really see secondary go like right where the Cowboys are going to be drafting. I would say that'd be perfect for an edge, and then around where they'll be taking the Packers' first round pick, that's perfect spot for them to get a top secondary guy.
Yeah,
So they could definitely do really do some things in this draft to help them out, but it just depends on if they make the right calls, obviously. But that's that's
yeah.
you can't make any promises there.
Yeah.
But I feel like we always go big in the first round. Like we always go just some kind of interior lineman, whether it's defense or offense. More offense than not, but we don't need offensive linemen. Our offensive line's solid.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely need to go defensive line, preferably an edge rusher with the first pick that we get in the first round, and then I would hope that we grab some kind of secondary help with the second pick in the first round. And that's exactly how I would draft if I was drafting for the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Well, that answers that question.
Yeah.
Who would you, assuming, let's look at the standings here, just so I can get things straight. So let's see NFL standings, seasons, 2025 season. So currently you have the Browns, you have the Titans, the Raiders, Cardinals, Saints, nobody really there. The Vikings, maybe. I don't think Brian Flores leaves for another D coordinator position. You have the Giants. Is there a name that jumps out at you other than Flores as a potential replacement D coordinator?
Not at the moment, no.
Let me see.
I'm trying to think.
There hasn't been that many firings in season.
No, that's what I was sitting here thinking. I'm like,
I'm looking at
at
some names. The Seahawks D coordinator could be one because Mike McDonald calls the offense or calls the defense there anyways, so their D coordinator could look to make a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Leonard, the Denver Broncos pass game coordinator, has been rumored. Al Harris, who's been the Chicago Bears defensive backs coach, he's coached with the Cowboys before. Jerry likes him. Brian Flores is another name. Those are just some of the names that I don't think they bring back Eberflus for another year of whatever
Absolutely not.
this is.
Absolutely not.
I don't foresee that being an issue. So I can't imagine that happens. Are you of the opinion that Dak will move some money around to help the Cowboys out, or do you think the Cowboys will explore that as a potential for some cap relief? What do you think?
That's a huge question. I don't know. Honestly, I wish he would, but I mean, he hasn't shown any reason why he should give up that money. He's still second in passing yards for the season. Like, he's showing that he can do it. 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Like, he's playing just fine. So why would he say, nah, yeah, I'll take a pay cut? No. Like, in his mind, he's probably worth it. So
I think for sure in his mind he's worth it.
Yeah, so that's why I truly don't believe that he's going to take a pay cut.
Well, honestly, I don't think so either, but we'll see. It could be one of those things where he's willing to push money back into future years, but like at the end of the day, you can only push money around so much, and it would just become unmanageable so quick. Because I'm pulling up the contract right now. So for 2026, he's already due $74 million against the cap. Then he's only got 2 more years after that. He does have 3 unpaid void years they could push money back into. So they could take $20 million off next year's cap and put it into void years and spread that out, $7 million a year. Mm-hmm. But then the year after that, he still do $70 million. So what, you're going to spread another $7-8 million out over the void years again and make it $14 million a year. And then in 2028, he's due $80 million. So you're going to spread 30 out and do it. Now you're paying $17 million a year every year until 2032 at that point. And you're basically taking up a whole roster spot for Dak Prescott, who isn't even on the team at that point anymore because he's 37 years old. Like, what are you doing? Like
I know.
you almost have to go the Russell Wilson route, and we all criticize Denver for it, but it's working out pretty damn well of just eat the freaking cap hit and move on. Which I couldn't imagine them next season being, yep, we're gonna take $129 million cap hit and move Dak Prescott. I can't imagine.
No.
Cannot imagine that world happens. But hey, who knows? That somebody might be willing to give him a haul. Who knows? There is a potential out in.
You were talking about names for defensive coordinators too. Just one that I was thinking of. I wouldn't mind getting Brandon Staley from the Saints. I think the Saints defense has been really good. If we could try to go after him,
yeah.
But I don't know if he'd want to switch. I don't know if he'd want to leave the Saints. I mean, that team's a dumpster fire. I don't see why he would want to stay there.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't.
Yeah, we could figure out a way to get him. I'd be happy with that. I mean, we've seen the stats. The Saints defense isn't terrible.
No, it's not ungodly. Like it's certainly not top end by any means.
No, but I think he's
14th in the league.
I think he's done what he can with the defense that he's given.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just don't know if he would ever leave for another DC role there.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too.
Because he runs the defense there, so he has control over it. I don't know.
Want to go? His next move would probably be trying to get a head coaching position, but like I said, we haven't really seen that many fires mid-season like we normally do. Like by now I feel like we should have seen at least one or two, but we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't seen that many. People are holding out. It's a really odd season. It's a really odd season in the NFL. But yeah, those are all the questions I really have for you. Is there anything you want to talk about before we hop off here about the Cowboys before next week happens? Anything you expect to see this week other than SmackDown division rival? Yeah,
I expect us to win games like this that we just don't need to win.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do every single year. Whenever we finally are eliminated, whenever we are eliminated from the playoffs, we win. We try to go out there and just dominate these teams, and it's like, okay, we're just killing our draft capital by doing that. But
yeah, I agree completely.
And I hate that, but it's whatever. I can't really. It's not my call to make, Yeah,
no, I am very.
So we play the Commanders and the Giants, two teams that we're probably going to beat the crap out of. And
so let's. I'm here on Tankathon real quick. Currently, you guys hold the 13th overall pick, and are at the bottom of the 8 wins category. So if you guys continue to win, teams such as I expect Minnesota to be 9-8. I expect Tampa Bay to have at least 1 win, Detroit to have 1, if not 2 wins, Indy to have 1, if not 2 wins, Baltimore to have 1, if not 2 wins. So Minnesota dropped below all of them. Kansas City probably doesn't win another game. Atlanta probably does win another game, if I'm being honest. So we jump beneath them. Miami probably wins another game. So we
have Atlanta beating the Saints in the last week.
Yeah.
So
the Vikings would be like 10-11, and the Cowboys would probably be between 15 and 18.
You also have the Dolphins beating Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we could jump above Miami and Atlanta and possibly get close to that 10 spot when it comes to draft picks. But we're not going to. We're going to
need 8 losses to get to that 10 spot. You're going to need 8 losses.
Well, we have 8.
I know that means I think you have to lose out.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is going to happen. I presume you guys will finish with... Sorry. I think you're going to need 10 losses to get into the top 10 because currently in the top 10, Cincinnati is 5-10. So you're going to have at least 10 losses to get into the top 10. And I think the only teams that are going to have a shot are the Chiefs and the Vikings. Every other team between 10 and 18, I think, has a reasonable chance to win some games.
Yeah. But like I said, dude, we played the Commanders and we played the Giants the last 2 weeks. We're going to go out there. We're going to throttle them, and we're going to end up getting to 8 wins. We're going to go 8-8, and then
8-9. It'd be 9-8 actually.
No, because we have a tie. It'd be 8-8-1.
Oh, 8-8-1. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll go 8-8-1.
The tie kind of. Yeah, the tie is there.
The tie is going to mess us up a little bit too because that's not going to count as a loss.
Yep. Yep. That does kind of suck. Let's see.
Oh, well.
Yeah. No. Currently, currently, I would imagine it would be like Cincinnati, Kansas City, Minnesota, and then probably Baltimore, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Indy. It's probably what I see that 10 through 18 looking like.
Yeah.
That middle of the draft. But we'll see. We'll see. You got anything else you want to add?
Nope. That's it, man.
All right. Well, guys, we talk Cowboys every week. We talk. We're going to be talking throughout the whole offseason, so make sure to tune in, and we'll talk to you guys next time.